Morning, everyone. So it's probably been 2 months since I've done a video. I've had people that follow the channel and people that follow me been asking, when are you going to do your next video? So you can see here, I wanted to shoot a video for you guys because we had a bunch of great cases, but I'm going to be highlighting a couple of them. You can see, I wanted to show you the disaster in my office. We've been crazy busy here, but so you can see we'll be doing a lot of Skype too, which is good. But the problem with that is I don't have to keep the desk clean. So anyways, we've been super busy here helping a lot of kids with autism and speech delays and this type of thing. So one case I want to share with you guys, just got off the phone with the parents. This was a case of autism. There was speech delays, there was lack of comprehension, the same things that we hear a lot of with a diagnosis of autism. These patients were out of Arizona, believe it or not. So I want to quickly just go through this little case before and after, like I typically do, so you guys have an idea of what we deal with, what happens, how quickly it happens. Typically, every case is unique, but this is kind of what we see. So August 3rd, I took the case of this child. This was a 3.5-year-old little boy out of Arizona, okay? Main complaint, speech was the main issue. He had a couple of words, mom says. He uses sign language sometimes. He'll say mama, papa, things like this. Once again, this child regressed around 12 months, which was sad for the parents, but he did regress. He had more words and he lost a lot of them. Eye contact was good in this case. Sometimes we have no eye contact. Eye contact was good. Behavioral things, the child's a little bit hyper, but he's still a very loving child, so we didn't have a ton of aggression in this case. Loves to swim. He's a very, very picky eater, the mother tells me. So this is a huge thing with kids with autism. Picky eaters, sometimes they only eat 2 or 3 foods, chicken nuggets, French fries, pizza, stuff like this is very common, but very picky eater. What was unique with this child was obviously the speech was a huge thing, but at nighttime, the mother says he wakes up 3 to 4 times in the middle of the night to eat, which was very unique. So he had this strong craving for food, which kind of led us to our medicine. We always look for what's unique in this case of autism to find the one medicine that's going to help with the speech, the development, and the whole entire case. And that was a big factor in this case. But so we had that, we had a little bit of eczema, we had stools, just child. For a long time, the mother told me was having hard ball stools, okay, which is common with constipation with these kids, but the stools were hard, round balls, and it was there for a long, long time. No matter what the diet was, it was worse, she said, with cheese. So the child craved cheese, and whenever he did eat cheese, he would be more constipated, more likely to have these type of ball type stools, hard ball stools, okay? What else did she tell me? We talked about the case history, appetites and cravings, very thirsty, super thirsty. She says he's always thirsty and can drink all day, and he likes his water cold. So he had an extreme thirst, not a normalized thirst, but very high thirst. No fears. And that was pretty much it. Follow-up, which was today. Now they noticed changes a lot quicker than our follow-up date. We had a little bit of a delayed follow-up date, but the follow-up was today. Today is what? Today is August 17th. So this was, by the time they got the medicine, this was a little over 10 days on the proper homeopathic medicine, amazing, and some good changes. Let's go through this. Parents told me they've noticed he's a little bit more focused now. The eczema is still there, maybe a little bit flared up. This was one of the little negatives that we had in the case. The eczema got a little bit worse, but he's not itching. It's just unsightly a little bit. But is an alternative to this. So you got to remember, skin conditions and more improvements in the mental emotional sphere are a good sign in homeopathy, okay? Because the body heals from the top down, inside out, away from vital organs. So when you see the mind improving, comprehension improving, but a little bit of a skin eruption developing, that's a positive sign. Now, if you've seen a skin eruption developing and there was no improvement in the mind, it's not so much of a positive thing, and then we got to reevaluate and see if the medicine's right. But in this case, a little bit of a skin eruption, but the child was developing like crazy, and you'll see here. So she said eczema's up a little bit. He's itching a tiny bit. What else did she say? His stools. She started with this: his stools have improved greatly, even when he eats all the cheese that he craves. She says there's no more little hard stools, nothing hard. The stool isn't hard anymore, and it's a normal color now. She says even the smell isn't as bad as it used to be. It used to have a foul odor. It's not there anymore. What else did she say? She says he's a little bit more focused. He's very alert to his surroundings. He's laughing and smiling. Now, this is what we see. These kids that are locked in their own world, a lot of them are in their own world. They do their own thing. When you see an awareness to the outside world develop in these children with autism, it's a great, great sign that this medicine is a perfect fit, and you're going to continue to see more improvements as we go. But she said he's more aware of his surroundings, is what she said. The eating is amazing. So his appetite throughout the day wasn't really there, but in the middle of the night, he would wake 3-4 times for a bottle or food or a drink or something, kept waking up. So she says he's eating everything now during the day. The appetite is normalized during the day because he was very picky. And at nighttime now, for the last 5 days, she said, he's only been waking up once, sometimes twice for a bottle, whereas before it was 4 or 5 times and the mother had to get up, try to put him back asleep. So we see a normalization in the appetite. What else did she tell me? He hasn't been drinking like crazy anymore, and she's been changing a bunch of pee diapers. So the thirst has even regulated itself, which is beautiful. And one of the most important things, which she told me later on at the end of our consult, but is very important, is he's problem solving now. This is interesting. Before, if there was something that he couldn't reach, like his bottle, because he was super thirsty, it'd be on the counter. It was too high for him. He couldn't get it. He would just start crying, whining, and leaving it there. Now he tries to find a chair, or he tries to climb up on the cabinet doors and the little grooves in the cabinet doors to try to get it, and he finds a way to get it. So that's the mind unlocking. Little subtle things like this. What else did she say? So he is repeating and mimicking a lot. He's copying the actions of what he sees done. Dad was outside by the pool, and Dad had his brother on his back, and he was throwing his brother in the pool. And then this little child came, and he wanted Dad to do the same thing, so he jumped on Dad's back and did the same thing. His grandparents come and does this little Indian thing with their mouth. It's a little thing that the grandfather's always done, and he started doing that now when the grandfather comes. So you're seeing these little tiny things of awareness of their surroundings, awareness of people. Mother told me he's interacting more. He's interacting with his sister, more with his brother. He wants to play with his brother and sister. He plays with the blocks with them. And they noticed also on the table, Mom and Dad will be playing cards. He comes to the table now, wants to play cards. He comes to the table and wants to sit with them. So you can see he's more aware of his world around him, and he's interacting more with the world around him and the people in that world. So it's an unlocking of the mind. You can see this is 10 days on a medicine called Lycopodium. Every case is unique. Not every child will need this medicine, but this case needed this medicine. What else did Mom say? He's sitting longer during the online training. We're in COVID now, so they're doing the school training online, and he's sitting longer. Usually would only sit less than 10 minutes and not very interested. Now he's sitting up to 30 minutes. It happened a couple times. Changes. Speech therapy, he's saying more and what he wants more. So he's using sign language because his vocabulary is still developing, but he's showing what he wants and what he needs. Now they notice he's also cleaning up his toys. Before he would get things, throw it, and he didn't care. Dad would tell him, you need to clean it up, or we're going to take away your tablet, or we're going to put you in a room for a timeout, and he would not do it. He would cry. Now he does it. He goes there, he picks it up, and they said sometimes he even plays a game. So if there's things in a basket, he'll get it, and he'll throw it into the basket like he's trying to get it in the basket. And if it falls out, he'll grab it, and he puts it in. So this is kind of just a quick little thing. I skimmed through it, but this is what you get with the proper homeopathic medicine. This is a confirmed diagnosed case of autism, which doesn't even matter for our purposes as homeopaths. But I know a lot of parents want to, we're told autism is something that nothing could change, nothing can improve because all of a sudden it's been diagnosed as autism. It couldn't be further from the truth. The diagnosis does not matter. But this case was diagnosed and great changes. Mom's ecstatic and happy, and family's happy. Grandparents came over and noticed the change in 10 days. So this is what happens, guys. This is what's possible. Never give up hope. This is one. And I'm just here kind of casually dressed. I'm not all dressed up today. I just came to work on a couple cases. So anyways, I hope this helps you guys, gives you some hope. If you have questions, call me. We can answer any questions you have. We treat all over the world through Skype, okay? And these kids can heal. I'll be shooting some more videos. I have a whole bunch of them. I'm going to try to get as much as I can. We've just been swamped at the office here. So I wish you guys all the best. God bless. And any questions, let me know.